So if you haven't seen it, the other day I did a podcast with Mike, the Rational Boomer. It's on Spotify, on YouTube. Please check it out. He, we started talking about the economy and the so-called blackout is supposed to be going on. People aren't supposed to buy stuff, you know, to show the corporations that we're in charge. I think it's kind of a misdone thing because you're spreading over 3 days. Personally, I should say we just do one day, everyone walks away. Just walks away. No one shows up to work. No one buys everything, one stays home. That's it. One whole day. Trust me, that would rock this world. That would rock this whole country. If we got at least 60% of people just say, I taking a sick day. I'm walking away. Nothing gets sold, nothing gets bought. Could you imagine that? That's going to make more of an impression than this 2 week thing, whatever they're trying to do. Now, it seems to be successful. A lot of the Black Friday, stores were empty. Target, Walmart, that's fine. But apparently, online buying has gone on to the tune of about $1.3 billion. So I saw a video of someone who's a far lefter basically going after people who do that. How could you do this? You're breaking it. How could you buy anything for Christmas and the holidays? Don't you understand what's going on? Yeah, people understand what's going on. And I'm going to bring this, I'm probably going to be unpopular, and I'll hear shit from the far left as usual, because you people still haven't taken responsibility for the shit show we're in. Okay, he's going to ride the coattails as usual, then fuck us in the end. But that's my opinion, and I'm entitled to it. Like everyone says, assholes like opinions, everyone has one. That being said, I read an article in the New York Times, and they're saying that spending is, that are people going to spend for Christmas? And they went through a lot of, now spending is up by 2% because the very rich are buying because the stock market's been very, very good to them. Okay. And so they're rising. The very wealthy, which is about 10% of us, are driving spending, was up 0.2%. That can't keep up, but they'll tote it because the rich get richer and the poor get poorer. But speaking of the working poor, there was a couple of articles on people who working or haven't had it or lost their job or doing gig jobs, and they kept saying that these people laid out their stressful life, their challenges to pay rent, utilities, and a lot of them are still setting aside $300, $400, $500 for Christmas to spend. And for everyone's going, but why? You can't afford it, blah, blah. Well, as I told Mike, it makes you feel good, okay? Here's the thing. If you've seen all the old Christmas shows, and especially The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, even though Christmas didn't come, it came, okay? They still celebrate it, and there still be celebrations now. The issue is, let's make this clear. There is something more to the holidays than money. Money it makes it even better. You get your tree, you get your food and all that. Presents for everyone. Don't buy into that Fox bullshit. Only buy for kids, adults don't need presents. No, it's all about spreading love. Spreading good cheer. I mean, as they said as it's in A Christmas Carol, what's a few pence to make people, a few pounds to make people feel better. But of course, there's the majority of, especially rich people or many people right now, are Scrooges. It's, a bad excuse to pick a man's pocket every 25th of December. But you do it because it gives you something, it gives you hope for everything. Hope matters, okay? And that $500, which they will probably miss in January, gives them something to just be happy about. And I'm not going to knock anyone. Let me put it this way. There's a lot of work put into holidays. A lot of work. Excuse the kitty. She's being a kitty. In the holidays, I mean, like Thanksgiving, the turkey and everything. It's a lot of work. I mean, at one point I had two pots going, one with a roux for gravy, one for a roux for cream peas, and I'm working both. And I got bad knees. I'm using a cane, but I'm still doing it. And at the end, it's worth it because it's just you look at it and go, God, that's good. And everyone's happy, and everyone has dinner, and we spend some time as a family. And the same time with Christmas, my wife just went into the garage pulling stuff out for Christmas, getting ready for it, ready to light the house up inside. And right now, as you know and you follow me, there's some things coming up. There's things at work. I'm stressed. I don't know what to do. I'm worried. But this is Christmas. And maybe just for a little bit, you could take a deep breath. So if people are spending money for Christmas, I'm not going to knock them. I'm not going to shame them or anything. Because this is something we do to spread our hope and love for other family members and for ourselves. Okay? And maybe just for a little bit, we could remember where things were before the bad times, before the evil times, before the coming of the Trump empire, to use some words, paraphrase some words here. So I'm not going to knock it. And if you're going to come on this video and start shaming people, I'm just going to be very blunt. Fuck you. Because you're part of the problem, not the solution. Because giving people hope means that they will step up when it's time. So take that with you on this Sunday as basically the first weekend to Christmas. Remember that what you do for your family and for hope is your business, and I'm happy for you. We all going to fight this fight to the end. We know it's going to be a bitter, nasty fight. But for this small time, to forget the insanity we see every day, just enjoy what you want to do for Christmas. Just take a deep breath. Because trust me, the battles are coming, and we will fight the battle. But it doesn't mean that we cannot take a respite just for a little bit, like they did in that short Christmas armistice on World War I, and take a deep breath and get ready for the fight to become. Because this is still going to be, we're at the end, but it's the beginning of the end, and it's going to be a grapple. So, if you're going to go after people for spending money on Christmas, no. Because that makes you no better than those who want to end our life as we know it. Merry Christmas. Enjoy it. Oh, P.S. Sorry it went long.